Here we have my Chinese diesel heater number 4. I don't know how you pronounce this one, but I think it might be H. Calori. This is the all-in-one unit. I've got 4 others which work wonderfully in sheds and in boats, and they're all very good. This one was £150 delivered from Amazon next day. They have gone up a little bit, but they're still very reasonable. Right, let's see what we get in the box. Haven't opened this one yet. Always pays to have a good knife when you do this. I never have. Who does this with a knife? So the first thing you see is the exhaust with some fixings. These exhausts get a lot of criticism, but for how I'm fitting it, which that exhaust will be outside and it's fitted in a shed, they are fine. Do not use these if you use it on a boat. And that little weep hole there is got to be the bottom that goes downwards. Next thing you got is a manual. I've never seen one quite this good. Never have I seen one quite that good. There's a glossy manual, and then the actual heater itself. Which is thusly. You get some exhaust tube, an inlet tube that's been flattened, but I've got some others that could be easily fixed. That expands. And there's the heater itself. Inbuilt tank, control panel down the front, heat outlet, and there's the plug for the connections. Let's see how she goes. You also get some, what I assume are little feet mountings there, and a little packet of goodies with Jubilee clips that usually aren't very good, but they will do for what I'm doing, and the exhaust stainless pipe there. Underneath you often have to put a piece of wood on them so you can actually get the exhaust to bend and not touch what you're standing it on. Yes, quite an improvement on this one. It has the 4 little plastic feet, so you can fit a piece of wood across there depending on how you want to mount it, and the exhaust would come out there, and you just fit a piece of wood and put a screw through there. So quite an improvement on this one. See, there it is with the pieces of wood fitted, just to raise it off up the floor so the exhaust can go out like that, which will go out the side of the shed. But also I'm going to try and run this one on a power adapter, 12 volt, but it's only 10 amps, so I don't know. I'm going to try that plugs into the wall. Right, I don't know if this is going to work, but I've soldered one of those plug-in connectors on there, and also one onto that, or when it comes on that. That's only 10 amps, but that's got a 20 amp fuse in it. But people have done this, so I'm going to see if it will work. So this is where I'm planning to heat the hobbit hole, which is the room we're going to be heated, which is something we made during lockdown, which is on the side of this little villa. So the heat is going to come out there through a little duct. We have got a wood burner which we use, but it doesn't heat warm enough to go in there quick to sit and admire the view, which is down there. So this actual heating unit here is going to go in this room, which needs a tidy up, on the floor there, with the duct going through there and the exhaust going out there. That's the plan. Right, I always put some fire putty, just a small amount, around the exhaust there, so you get a good seal. It's quite a good fit, but that putty sort of ensures a seal. So there we have the exhaust tube fitted on tightly. The Jubilee, the clips that come with this one, were actually not bad. So that's tight with some fire cement, and then the combustion air is just Jubileed on with a little filter there that can stick out the side of the unit. Right, now to fit it in place to drill the holes. Here we have a big heat and oil tank, and from my days of flying jet turbine RC jets, we have a draw off point, so I can get some heating oil for that to run the heater. Double valved and double protected. So we're going for the first start up, running off the power pack, and the remote control didn't work, so I had to press a button, but I think the battery's gone in there. I think she might be away. So we seem to have had success. First start went well. There's the hole into the other carb cabinet. There's the hole for the exhaust, which I've got to make good and fill the other hole because the drill one too small. Can't see the screen because it's around that way. Wires to tidy up. But success, I think. And there's the outlet in the room being heated. That's all you'll hear. Not too bad. Yeah, coming out of there is lovely and warm. And the temperature in here is rising. That's now 7.3. Outside 6.3. It's only been on for seconds, so it's getting better. So call that success. Now it's been running for a short while, so it's in its stride. There it is, slowly ticking away. Pleased with that. It's lovely and warm in the hobbit hole. So on this one, this is how I've done the exhaust. It's just there, so it's fixed away from the wood because they do get very hot, pointing down through a hole in the wood, which I'm now going to seal up a little bit. And that hole has got a brass bolt as a sleeve to keep it away from the wood. Should work. Done like that in the past. Shekwi.